Hello, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the Galaxy Show Season 2, Episode 9. Um, Hello, Daniel. How's it going?
Hi, Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Hey. Okay, some news. Well, Home and Away is starting back tonight on Channel 7 in Australia. And basically, Brax is coming back, one of the Braxton brothers, which is really cool. And the thing is, viewers and subscribers, Australian viewers, and of course, other viewers around the world who watch Home and Away. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Okay, give me a second. I'll get this picture up, and then I'll get the next picture up. Who will Ricky choose? Either Nate or her husband, Brax again. So I'll show you Brax. Give me a second. There's Brax. So who will Ricky choose? Who knows? We have to wait to find out on Home and Away this year. Who knows? She might choose Brax, maybe, or she might choose Nate. Who knows? Who knows? With Ricky, who knows? Well, that was someone who I met last year, the actress of Ricky, so she's pretty cool to meet. If anyone ever gets to meet her, Bonnie Sveen, she was awesome to meet last year. Okay, and I'll show you a picture with Samantha Jade, because she's also coming in Home and Away this year as a bad girl. And Samantha Jade is a singer, to people who don't know, who was on X Factor, and she's going into Home and Away as a bad girl this year. So I'll show you guys. And she's with another mate of mine who I met last year, Nick Westaway. She's with Nick Westaway, so that's going to be pretty cool to see what Samantha Jade's role is in Home and Away this year, which is going to be pretty interesting to see what she does and how she stirs up trouble and stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. Daniel, do you have some news? Any Star Trek news? Any Star Wars news or anything?
Yeah, there's reports that they're going to start filming in February 2016. Yeah, Star Wars is going to start filming in 2017. So we got in a few days.
That's pretty good. That's really good. Yeah. I actually love Star Wars Episode 7. It was, oh my god. Star Wars Episode 7 was amazing. I can't wait to find out who Rey is related to and all. It's going to be pretty interesting to see who she's related to in Star Wars. But we have to wait till I reckon we'll find out by episode either next year's episode 8 or episode 9. We'll find out who she's related to or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they'll lead it on to episode 9. And by the way, I heard news about Star Wars that they're gonna continue making Star Wars till the future, and they probably won't stop. They said making Star Wars at all. So that's good news. So that's good news. How they won't stop making Star Wars and all that.
We're not. Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty
and
good.
episode 8 is going to be darker.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. I wonder what Kylo Ren will be up to by then. Like, just will he be chilling? Destroying more good guys, Jedi, or what will he be doing? Daniel, what do you think he'll be doing?
I don't know. I think he'll just complete his training as a Sith. Yeah, they already leaked a script for episode 8. That was the old script, but now they're doing rewrites. So
oh wow, nice.
Yeah, I read it. I read the whole thing. I think I sent you a link too. It was the old script.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I read it. You know what? I didn't like the way it ended, but it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Daniel, have you been seeing my old classic Doctor Who reviews? By the way. Yeah. Man, the third Doctor is awesome. I've got to say, John Pertwee, whatever you do, watch John Pertwee's Doctor Who. It's like, he reminds you of Peter Capaldi kind of thing, like a magician kind of Doctor in a way. And the third Doctor does karate.
Yeah, he does some martial art, which is cool.
Or something. Yeah, Taekwondo or something. And I love how, like, when there's like an enemy, like an Ice Warrior or Sontaran or whatever, he goes, "I," and I love that. How he like tries to karate something. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah,
Yeah. So
gotta love
it's sad that Capaldi's. I heard it's sad that Capaldi's leaving this year. I mean, there's a rumor that Capaldi's leaving this year.
He's leaving next year.
Yeah, like next year's, which is kind of sad. He was a really great doctor.
Yeah, but there is a new showrunner coming in, like Chris Chisbull or whatever. I can't really pronounce it, but there's a new showrunner coming in, and it's like all different change and everything. So it's like, is it going to be good for a change, or isn't it going to be good for a change? What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, it'd be good for a change. Hopefully, we won't have this split season crap that Moffat introduced.
Yeah, I totally agree. I hope we get like our full, like 13 episode run with season 11. That would be pretty good if we get like 13 episodes with the new showrunner and stuff. Hopefully we do, but who knows? Who knows at this moment? But season 10 is going to be going out with a bang. Hopefully Stephen Moffat doesn't change the Doctor into a female, which I'm kind of hearing rumors that he might be changing like the Doctor into a female, which I hope he doesn't, for Doctor Who's sake. But it can happen one day, and that's a possibility that the Doctor can change into female one day, and that would, I don't know if it would ruin the show, but it would make the show kind of different in a way, with a female in the role of the Doctor, basically. That would be pretty cool to see, but it has to be like a female that everyone would like, and to get kick-started with, like an action type female Doctor. That would be pretty cool to see. Would you like that, Daniel?
I like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Someone that can do karate, a female Doctor that can do karate, like the third Doctor. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yay!
Hey.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Any other news? I'm gonna check my Facebook and see if there's any other news. Give me a second. Facebook usually has great news.
I hope the next Star Trek movie does well. Do you think it'll do well? I don't know. I hope so.
I have a feeling this year's Star Trek movie will do excellent. So I have a feeling.
Because, I don't know. I'm going to keep on saying this. I don't really give a crap if some people don't agree with me on this, but the reason why the last movie didn't do so well was because, or as well as it should have, was because, there were a lot of elements that were in, that kind of screwed it up. Like, for example, you know how people were complaining that, oh my God, they redid the Wrath of Khan. They didn't want that. And oh my God, they used Khan and they didn't like that. And if they just made Cumberbatch, his character, a different character, it would have worked. You know what I mean? If they made him a different character with a different story, it would have worked. You could have still had him as a terrorist. You could have still
It was still a good story with him as Khan. He did a tremendous job as Khan, though.
Yeah, he did a great job.
I don't see why people had to complain about that. Like, who really cares? It's like a new generation. And they got a good actor for Khan. At least they got a good actor for Khan. Like, seriously, people, grow up, because the actor of Khan was awesome and he was really dumb. And that's what this generation likes, dark, gritty, and great storytelling to characters these days. That's what they like about these days, great storytelling, great action these days.
Exactly. But if you tell that to some people, I'm not going to mention their name, but if you tell that to some people, they're going to totally fight me back on this. They're going to be like, it's true.
Yeah.
The reason why they're fighting me back so much is because they realize my way would work. The only problem is it wouldn't work for them. That's the problem. know it would work for everyone else. See, this is how I would have done it.
Exactly.
You make Cumberbatch a different character, right? A different character. You can make him. You can still make him a terrorist. You can still make him a terrorist, and he can do all that stuff. You just get rid of a couple things. You make him somebody else. Oh, and then you get rid of the super blood stuff. People didn't like that. I found it okay, but whatever. People didn't like that, so you just got to remove a few elements and tweak it up a little bit, and you can make it more palatable for everybody. You know what I mean? It still did a very good job. That movie was so successful. That movie was successful, but it didn't do as much as the big people wanted them to do. Like the heads of the company, because it's greed. They're kind of greedy and they want more and more money and stuff. So, but it did well. It did well. But if they did things a certain way, it would have been much better. You know what I mean? Like, okay, for example, people, you can have terrorism. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's Darth Vader. Okay, so you can have terrorism in Star Trek. You can have a dark, gritty threat, but you got to do it properly. Like, okay, for example, Enterprise season 3 with the Xindi. Okay, first of all, Enterprise didn't do so well. Why? Because it was a prequel. Everybody wanted to move forward after Voyager. But since Enterprise was a prequel, it didn't do so. Wait, 1 second, just hold on 1 second.
Well, Daniel's doing something. I don't know what he's doing about him. This is a deodorant, Darth Vader, which is really cool. There you go, viewers. There's a deodorant Darth Vader thing that I got like last Christmas, like last year, from my mom's friend, which is really cool. Yeah, Darth Vader deodorant. So whoever hasn't seen Darth Vader deodorant, go get a Darth Vader deodorant. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Makes you smell nice too. For the ladies, Clark Channel. There you go. You can get Darth Vader deodorant, Clark Channel. And I also got this from Super Mega Fox.
Yeah, okay. Look, oh, it's so cool. What is that? Is that a camera?
Nah, I'll show you. What?
Ah,
Power Rangers. Cool. That's Power Rangers Super Mega Force. And Mega Force. Yeah, it's really cool. And I also got this. Wait, I'm gonna go on mute for a minute. You can talk to the viewers while I go get this other thing.
Okay. So, like I said, okay. You could do the whole terrorism thing in Star Trek. You can. You just gotta do it a certain way. Enterprise was a prequel. People didn't want a prequel. And okay, you gotta see how Enterprise came out. Enterprise was a prequel. People wanted a sequel to Voyager. Instead, we got a prequel with Enterprise. People didn't like that, so they stopped. They didn't watch it very much because they were let down. I was one of them. I didn't like Enterprise when it first came out because it was a prequel and I wanted a sequel. Number 2, it was on a network preempted by sports. And number three, at the time, the early 2000s, people were, I don't know if they still are, but back then, they were really into reality shows. So everybody was watching reality shows and sports. They weren't really watching Enterprise. So there were many reasons why Enterprise kind of didn't do as well as it should. Now I know people are like, oh yeah, when I'm telling them, you can do the terrorism thing in Enterprise, in Star Trek. You can. You got to do it, but you got to do it the right way. And I know some people say, oh no, they already tried the 9/11 allegory, the terrorist race in Star Trek, and that failed. It failed because of many different reasons. It failed because it was a prequel. Nobody wanted a prequel. It failed because it was on a network preempted by sports, and it failed because people were at the time they were watching reality shows like crazy. I don't know if they still are, but reality shows were a big thing, especially back then. I never watched reality shows. I think they're stupid. It's all, I don't know what it is. It's just, I know they put cameras in your house and they record your every move. I don't really care for that shit, but whatever. So yeah, you can do it. You just got to do it properly. The same with these new movies. A lot of people didn't want to these new movies are an alternate universe. A lot of people didn't like that. But Star Trek 09 succeeded. It could have done better, but it succeeded. Star Trek Into Darkness didn't do as well as it should have, but it succeeded nonetheless. And if you tweaked a few things in Into Darkness, it would have done so much better. Unfortunately, they didn't do those changes. They made it the way it was, so it just didn't do so well. But I gotta tell you, if I was an advisor on that thing, I could give them some pretty good pointers because I've been watching television for 28 years. Yeah, and I know what good television is, and I care. I'm a Trekkie. I care, so I could give them some pretty damn good advice on how to do it. My first advice would be hey, why don't you go back to the original continuity? Why don't you find some way to connect these two universes together, and then just move forward 200, 300 years, whatever, and then you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can do the terrorism thing. You can do enemies all over the place. You can have wars and all that stuff, but you got to do it properly. You can get away with a lot of things in this world if you do it properly. You know what I mean? You can do a lot of things in this world if you do it properly. For example, look at Donald Trump. He's a racist. He's a bigot, but he's still popular. Why is that? Because he knows how to do it. He's popular. Or let me give you another example. Seth MacFarlane. Do you know who Seth MacFarlane is, Jacob?
No clue. No, I do not. No.
He's the guy from Family Guy.
Yeah. Now I know. Yep.
That guy is pretty offensive on Family Guy. He offends race. He offends race and religion, and he gets away with it.
It's because they drag people in. It's like they know how to drag people into things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The guy offends everybody. He offends race. He offends religion, but he gets away with it. Why? Because he's charming, and he's funny, and he knows how to do it. So you can get away with a lot of things.
For another example, Justin Bieber also. There you go. He knows how to get the ladies to come in to him.
So you can get away with a lot of things if you know how to do it properly. So exactly the same thing. You can make Star Trek a dark, gritty piece with lots of violence and action. You can have a big war in there, but you got to do it properly. You got to do it properly. For example, let me give you another example. First Contact. Have you seen First Contact?
I have.
Yeah, I've seen glimpses of it. So yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah.
That succeeded. That was a pretty dark, gritty movie. It was pretty dark. We had the boar. We had a lot of action. A lot of people dying in that movie. And
okay, I'm thinking about the wrong movie. Apparently, I'm thinking about Contact, not First Contact. My bad.
So yeah, it succeeded. Why? Because it was what it was supposed to be. It was a movie that was moving forward with the storyline, with the continuity. It wasn't a prequel or a reboot. It was moving forward with the storyline. That's why it succeeded. In fact, it was the most successful Next Generation movie. So it succeeded. I know a lot of people, for example, who don't like First Contact because it was a big action movie. I know a lot of people who, they're like, they don't like First Contact because of all the action and the casualties and the death and everything, but they can't say they can't say they hate it, but they don't like it either. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They know if they say they hate it, they're going to be ripped to pieces. But at the same time, they don't like it because it was a big action movie. But you know what? It succeeded. Why? Because they knew how to execute it. You can get away with a lot of things if you know how to do it properly. And Into Darkness, I liked it, but unfortunately, it didn't do things properly. I hope this next one will. I really do.
I have a feeling it will do good, Daniel. It will do
Oh,
good.
DJ, what Star Trek movies have you seen? Or TV series?
I haven't seen any Star Trek movies. I don't like Star Trek at all. I'm more of a Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but not Star Trek. I don't like Star Trek.
Did you like the new Star Wars?
Actually, I haven't finished it yet. I've only watched like 10 minutes of the beginning so far, and every time I watch it, someone's got to either call me, or I get a text, or I have to go somewhere, so I haven't finished the movie yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, it's
Friends,
awesome.
stop bugging PJ, man. Let him watch the whole Star Wars. It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome by what I've got to see of it so far. And I want to finish it, but I haven't got around to it completely yet, thanks to all the interruptions.
I got to the viewers. I got to show you some quick figures I've got, figurines I've got. So I'm going to show you viewers now. First up, Dalek from Doctor Who.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep. Love the Daleks, I've got to say. Then this is from a Marvel series, Spider-Man, the lizard person, the Doctor. You know who it is, Dad. Do you want to say?
They were gonna do that for Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I wanted to see this guy come back, but oh well. Then this one, Davros. Davros,
That's
the
from
creator
Doctor Who, isn't it? Is that from Doctor Who?
Yep, from Doctor Who, yep. It's the creator of these things.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, we have, from another Marvel series, we have this one. Daniel, do you know who this guy is?
No. Is that Purple Man? Oh, it looks like Mystique.
Something like that. Yeah. It looks pretty good though. Looks like a good figurine. Then I got this thing from another Doctor Who creature, the Cybermen, which is really cool. Gotta love those Cybermen. Then I've got, you know who this guy is, don't you?
Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage. And it's actually getting a series this year, and it might be coming out this December or November sometime this year or whatever. So I can't wait for Luke Cage TV series on Netflix. So viewers and subscribers, go watch Luke Cage on Netflix this year. It's going to be an awesome series, I have a feeling. So go check Luke Cage out on Netflix. Then I have
Daredevil.
Yep. Oh my god. I gotta say, Daredevil Season 2 is coming out in April this year, so I can't wait for Season 2, and The Punisher is going to be in it. So I have a feeling The Punisher will be pretty cool. And The Punisher is actually the actor of Shane from The Walking Dead, so I have a feeling he'll do good as The Punisher in Daredevil Season 2. So check out check out Daredevil Season 2 on Netflix in April. So yeah, Season 2 of Daredevil. Then I've got Wolverine.
Oh, that's neat.
Great Marvel character from X-Men. X-Men. I kind of hate how Hugh Jackman is leaving as Wolverine after this last X-Men, but I reckon he'll come back one day, maybe, who knows. If he decides to come back as Wolverine again, maybe, who knows. Give him time, I reckon he'll come back for like future episodes or whatever, or future movies. Next, I got Thor, which is awesome. Thor. Chris Hemsworth acts really good as awesome as Thor because he's from an Australian series called Home and Away, as I told you once, Daniel. So there's.
I have a question for y'all. Have y'all seen the movie August Rush?
What was that?
Have y'all seen the movie August Rush?
No, I have not. No.
It's an Aussie movie. You should check it out sometime.
Okay.
It's about a kid that looks at music different around the world, and he perceives music differently. And long story short, he loses his family.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna ruin the ending for you, so you have to watch the movie.
Okay. Awesome.
But it's very interesting.
Sweet. I'll download it somehow. I'll
You
give it a
can.
watch. Yeah. And then more figurines I've got. I'll do this awesome one first. You know who this one is, don't you, Daniel?
Oh, Venom, yeah.
Yeah, it's Venom. Love Venom from Spider-Man. Great Spider-Man character, Venom. I wish he came in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, but oh well, who cares? He might come in with the new Spider-Man, maybe one day, in future movies with the new Spider-Man, hopefully.
He needs to.
What was that?
I said he needs to.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Venom does need to come back. I have a feeling he will. He will probably for future movies because now that we have a new Spider-Man, he'll probably come back in either. Probably, I'm guessing if they do 4 movies with this new Spider-Man, he'll probably come in number 4 maybe. I'm guessing, possibly, or however much movies they do with the new Spider-Man kid because they'll have this new Spider-Man grow up, which is really good for fans to see him grow up because he's like a teenager at the moment, and it would be good to see him grow up as full Spider-Man and everything, which is going to be pretty cool, I have a feeling. Next figure, Solurian from Matt Smith's era of Doctor Who, so that's really cool. I love the Solurians. I love the Solurians more in Old Classic, but I've got to say Matt Smith's Solurians are okay. I didn't really like him in Matt Smith's era, but Madame Vestra is pretty cool because I met Madame Vestra, one of the Solurians, so I'm happy with meeting Madame Vestra. Next up we have David Tennant's Doctor, which is awesome. Great figurine. So I was very happy when I got this. David Tennant's my favorite Doctor, my 10th favorite Doctor. So yeah, but Peter Capaldi is another fantastic Doctor, the 12th Doctor. Yeah, I can't believe he's leaving after next year as the Doctor, but we're getting a new Doctor for season 11, maybe if Peter Capaldi chooses his mind to stay. Please stay, Peter Capaldi, because you're an awesome Doctor. Next we have
Weeping Angel.
Yep, Weeping Angel. I gotta love the Weeping Angels. I love how you have to stare at the angels and you can't blink at all. How hard would that be not to blink at all? And you'll either die from a Weeping Angel. So Daniel, don't blink. Next we have another Doctor Who creature. Sontaran. Yep. Gotta love the Sontarans. I haven't seen them in Old Classic yet, so I'm like, will they be good in Old Classic? Because I'm watching the 3rd Doctors at the moment, so it's gonna. So I'm like, hopefully a Sontaran appears in the 3rd Doctor's era to see what the Sontarans are like in Old Classic. So hopefully a Sontaran appears in the 3rd Doctor's era, what I'm watching so far. So. But loving the 3rd Doctor, John Pertwee, at the moment. It's amazing. DJ, do you have any news or anything that you want to give to the audience
Can
here?
you repeat what you said? Can you repeat?
No, I just said, do you have any news for anyone?
Any news?
Yeah.
I'm now on
anything?
Snapchat. I'm
Yeah.
now on Snapchat, and I'm waiting on the newest music to come out on music video, so that way I can screw some new videos. I gotta wait on that.
Oh well, cool. How are your poems
Yeah.
going? Oh,
They're going pretty well. Have you
yeah.
finished reading the ones I sent you? Last
Yeah,
time you
I read.
said you were halfway done.
Yeah, I read them all, and man, you are awesome. I've got to say, you are an awesome poem person. So,
Thanks.
great job. That's
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay. See what
Did
other
you
news? Yes, Daniel?
did you hear any news on Kingdom Hearts 3 yet?
Not yet.
I wonder.
It's
I didn't even know they were
supposedly
making
coming
a third
out.
one.
What was
This
that?
person, I didn't even know they were making a third one. This is the
Yeah,
first time hearing about it.
third one. It's coming out later, sometime either this year or sometime next year,
2017.
possibly. Yeah, 2017, possibly. Yeah.
Hmm.
But man, I have to wait until 2017. Man, hurry up, hurry up! I want Kingdom Hearts 3 now, please, please.
I think it would be like the number 3 would be like the 15th or 16th game in the series because there's a lot of in between games like for like handheld stuff and
Yeah.
I know they do have another remix Kingdom Hearts on PS3 that came out like in the middle of last year. So get that, Daniel, and it's like I think with Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, and I think something else or whatever, but more better graphics and stuff with this new one that's on PS3 at the moment. So
yeah,
I
because
recommend you get that. Yeah,
I was playing the number 2 HD, but then it was like so freaking hard that
yeah.
I stopped. I stopped for a little bit, and I'm like, oh boy, you know,
I still can't beat that Tron level, so I gave up halfway. I gave up because I can't beat that Tron level, and it's like too hard. So I'm like, ugh, why?
It's not even late and my eyes are getting watered. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like so early still.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I don't normally go to bed till about like 12 or 1 in the morning. And it's only like going on 8.
Yeah.
So,
Daniel, quick question. What do you have planned for this year?
oh, I haven't really got into it yet.
Really? Oh, you gotta have something planned for this year. Are you gonna go to a convention this year?
Yeah, probably. You know, if I can, you
If
know,
you can go.
if I can go.
I reckon your mum will let you go to a convention. You have to find one near Canada though, like near you, like closest near you though.
Now he's in
Well,
Canada. Damn,
Yeah,
we done got this son of a bitch worldwide. You're in Australia, I'm in the US, he's in Canada. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I love Google Plus these days. Google Plus is
Yeah.
awesome because you get to talk to like great people all around the world and stuff, and like
Yeah, I
you
know,
guys.
but most time when I'm in hangouts, it's everybody from the US. I normally don't hang out with other Aussies. Well, no, I shouldn't say other Aussies because that'd make me an Aussie and I'm not an Aussie. But I normally hang out with Australian people mostly on Pal Talk and not on Google
Oh
Plus,
wow,
so this is very rare.
yeah. Online these days is awesome because you get to talk to mates and like enjoy yourself and like have fun and just
Yeah,
talk about news and stuff. It's awesome. I love online these days, but
yeah.
you got to go live. People being positive now. You got to go live too. You got to go enjoy life. Go out places and
Yeah,
just
I don't get
enjoy
out
life.
much because I'm on the countryside. That's about all I'm
Yep.
going to say on that. That's why I
Yeah.
don't get out much. I'm going to go somewhere tomorrow, though.
Ah, cool. Nice.
Yep.
Do you have shops near you or whatever?
One, and then there's like nothing else around for like a long time, unless you get out of a
Okay.
car. If you're walking, it's going to take a long time. You got a
Yep.
car, it'll take about 5-10 minutes drive.
Oh
So
wow.
it depends. It
Wow.
depends if you're walking or driving.
Yeah. Is walking better or driving better near you?
What do you mean? Can you be more specific?
Is walking better or driving better?
Driving would be better, but I walk to work, so I don't drive.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's just how life is.
Yeah. Hey Daniel, how's the snow looking there so far?
Oh, cold.
Cold. You gotta love snow. I love
It feels like fall where I'm at.
yeah. I love making snow angels in the snow. Snow angels are cool. I gotta love snow angels.
Mm-hmm.
And snowmen.
So,
Snowmen. Making snowmen are cool. Daniel, you should go out like in the cold and in the snow and like make snowmen or snow angels or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
nah, I say you should like start a snowball fight.
Yeah, snowball fight with your parents
Yeah,
and your brother
that's
Daniel.
funny.
See who
Yeah.
beats. Yeah.
So how old is everybody? How old is everyone?
I am 20, turning 21 this year. And
Okay,
I'm having
Daniel.
a that's 21
I'm
birthday.
gonna be 29 in like March.
Thank God I'm not the oldest one here. I'm 28.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
but I hold the record probably for dying the most out of all of us.
yeah.
I've died over 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin couldn't make it on tonight because he's busy somewhere. I think he's working today or whatever. But yeah,
Okay.
he'll probably be on later on this week, sometime later on this week, possibly.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We'll end this cast soon, just letting you guys know. What's the time now?
It is 8:03 my time at night.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like maybe 5 something in the morning. No, wait, I would say about 9
Yeah.
o'clock something in the morning your time.
Yeah. Wait, Daniel, I'm gonna just put myself on mute for a
No,
minute.
hold on. I'll be back. I'll be back. 1 second. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh,
Probably use the bathroom.
yeah. Do you watch Walking Dead?
I don't watch any TV except for NBA basketball now. I'm not big into TV, man. I'm sorry, I just haven't been. I'm
That's
more
okay.
into the music. I'm more into music and poetry, and mostly music. Mostly.
Yeah.
You want to know what's coming out or what's hot? I'm basically the person to ask about that
Nice.
because I found out stuff before most people. Other people found out about it. I think one person on one website that I was on hated me because I was coming out with the freshest music before anyone else got to touch it. So they
Oh,
took
wow.
all the music down and got pissed off at me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see if another friend from Australia wants to join. Give me a second.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check out my pizza real quick. Let's see if it's being cooked or if it's gonna be cooked soon. I'll sit that down real quick.
While he's gone, viewers and subscribers, please keep subscribing to the Galaxy Man Show channel. And just keep on subscribing to the Galaxy Man Show channel for more news, more exciting stuff happening on the Galaxy Man Show channel, going to more conventions, meeting more wonderful actors. Can't wait for April convention, going to Melbourne for that. I'm going to interview some people in cosplay outfits, which is going to be epic. And just gonna have a fun time in April convention, Supernova, and enjoy myself. So yeah, go check out those interviews when they're uploaded this April time. So check out them. So yeah, basically.
So what was your favorite poem of mine that you read? Like what number?
What was that?
What number of my poems? Which one was your favorite?
I'm going to say number 10. That was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
So I have to go back on that one.
Yeah.
Let me look at that one real quick. Mine would have to be 114.
Okay. Yep.
I know mine by heart, so that's how I can pick mine out to know which one's my favorite. Oh yeah, that's right. I unplugged my external. I gotta plug that back in real quick.
Okay.
Oh dang. Move that out of the way.
Oh yeah, I wish my friend Raymond luck because he's going into surgery tomorrow for his leg surgery. So Raymond, hope you go well in your surgery, and I'll see you this Wednesday in hospital to wish you luck and see how you're going this Wednesday. So wishing you well for Tuesday, Raymond. Hope your surgery goes well, as I said before, and hope everything goes well in your surgery, which it will. Your surgery will go well. So yeah.
It's number 10.
Hey Daniel, I'm just gonna go on mute for a minute, so I'll let you talk to the viewers again. Daniel, give some more news, and I'll be right back.
All right. So for all you Star Trek fans, I just want to share this. I gotta find a way to share screen this though. I don't know if I can, but don't know how to share screen. Can't really share screen this. Oh well.
I'm gonna put the poem that I like the most in the chat box so we know what I was talking about. 114.
So let me see if I can try that. Still can't? Well, I guess it won't let me share screen it.
What are you trying to screen share?
We're just trying to share screens like the new ship they're going to use in the next movie. Because, like, the Enterprise crash landed, so they're going to use a new ship. It's like an old rusty bucket. It looks pretty cool. Interesting. But, yeah, I just... Like I said before, you know, like, Into Darkness, there was a lot of problems, a lot of plot holes in there, and you can get away with a lot of things. You can get away with a lot of things if you do things properly. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you... Like, yeah, you can get away with a lot of things if you do things properly. You know? I mean, you can make it a dark, gritty action piece with terrorism and bad guys and threats all over the place. But you gotta do it properly. You gotta move forward with the story. That's why DS9 succeeded. That's why First Contact succeeded. First Contact, again, was a dark, gritty action movie. It succeeded. Why? Because it did it properly. It did it properly. It moved forward with the story. It moved forward with the timeline, which people wanted. It introduced a new Enterprise, a new technology people wanted. So you know what? You can get away with a lot of things if you do it properly. So my advice to Abrams is, you know, you can do whatever you want. You just gotta put a little bit more thought into it. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, here's fingers crossed the next movie will do better. And I loved what J.J. Abrams did with Star Wars Episode 7. I watched that movie like, what, 3-4 times. I love that movie. You know, it's almost at $2 billion domestically, which is awesome. It's almost $2 billion. Can't wait. I love that, you know. And they're going to keep on doing Star Wars movies for, like, forever, you know, and it's just awesome. You know, the story of Star Wars never ends. I hope to God they don't reboot it. I hope to God they don't do that. I don't want them to reboot the story. You don't have to reboot it. You don't have to do that. You know, all you got to do is keep on going with the story. Whether it's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, just keep on going. Don't reboot it.
Do you know what they could do, Daniel, possibly? If they don't, like, you know how you said don't reboot it, whatever? They could do possibly, like, if they go on a little break, they could do, like, 10 10 years into the future or 11 years into the future or something, like how much years it's been, they can do that kind of thing and, instead of rebooting it and everything, which should be a pretty good idea if they do that. Like if they go on like a little break. It was like,
Yeah.
it will probably go on a break and everything. So they'll probably do like 10 years, billion into the future or whatever, how much years into the future it will be, which will be pretty good to see more futuristic things for Star Wars and more cool lightsabers, if you know what I mean. Maybe they build their better lightsabers and better technology for how much years into the future they do, which would be brilliant if they do that, like instead of reading that, which would be pretty good. What do you think about that, Daniel?
It'd be kind of cool if they went like 10 billion years into the future, but I don't know. I think if they go that far, but
they're actually talking about crossing Star Wars over with Avengers.
Yeah, I
That's
heard that.
interesting. I have a question for everybody. Has anyone heard of Project Pegasus?
I heard about Project Pegasus, yes.
Have you, Daniel?
Nope.
Okay. Because, I mean, the Galaxy Man can inform him about it. The Project Pegasus is a time-traveling project which is done by the government years ago. But supposedly now it's obsolete, but I don't really think it is obsolete. What's y'all's opinion on it?
Okay. It sounds okay. Like time travel possibly can be possible in the future, possibly, but it's just like a wait and see. Like if time travel is possible, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's two time travel theories. There's one where there's like it's called the grandfather paradox theory. That's like a Back to the Future thing where you go back in time and you prevent for example, you prevent your family from meeting, and therefore you erase yourself. And you erase your timeline. There's another a more modern time travel theory. It's like based in quantum mechanics that when you go back in time, you don't erase your universe, you don't erase your timeline, you just create a new timeline, a new universe. So it's like if I go back in time and change something, let's say I help Hitler win World War II or something. This is just an example. Then that timeline will be, full of Nazis, and this time everybody here would be like thinking, hey, where did Daniel go? But I'll be in a different universe. You know what I mean? I'll be in a different timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I'll be in a different timeline which I created. So yeah, I like that theory much better than the whole thing, the grandfather paradox, where you erased everything. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think they erased everything because there's been evidence on YouTube of people like Jay-Z's in a picture with the Muhammad fight, or like his last fight that I think he was in. They captured him in a picture, I think. Mm-hmm. And they caught him in other photos of things that he shouldn't have been in, like something from the 70s or older. It was like in black and white. I don't remember what that color. But it was a black and white photo that they caught Jay-Z in. And he was his normal age that he is now, but he was in the past. And it's some complex type of shit. And I'm wondering why the government hasn't released this shit to the public.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, time travel is really interesting, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they were working on time travel and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, you could end up in a different dimension, like if someone tries,
Yeah.
they'd be lost forever,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it sounds interesting, but I don't know if I would actually get into a time machine.
Okay.
It'd be kind of scary.
I think I would, but there's really only one place I'd want to go, and that'd be into my past, to a certain event, but that'd be about it. So I don't want to travel in the past to try to stop certain things from happening only once, and then I'd come back to this reality. But it'd be kind of fucked up, and from my perspective, mainly because I feel like I relived my life already as it is, but that's just from my perspective, which I think I'm probably the only person out there like that. But I think it's probably because I do how many times I've died.
I got some news here for the viewers and that. Supposedly, because I was watching this documentary one time, and supposedly Hitler made this bell thing, and supposedly Hitler basically made like a time traveling machine in a way, but it was like a bell thing, and this bell thing that Hitler's men made basically made this type of bell thing, right? And supposedly this bell thing ended up somewhere else, like on Earth, and it was kind of like a flying machine type thing in a way, like kind of like a unidentified thing, but it could travel to different points in Earth. And I'll show you another photo which looks pretty interesting. Give me a second. I have to get this picture up. Give me a second. This picture looks pretty interesting. It looks like kind of like Stonehenge in a way, but this is where they kept the bell thing, or I think this is where the bell thing ended up, or whatever, like somewhere, which is pretty cool, like a pretty interesting theory. This is where the bell was originally at. This place here. So I reckon time travel could be possible. Like, I don't know, would the Nazis would like Hitler know how to build a time machine? I doubt it. But the Nazis are pretty, I don't know, powerful and know how to build good technology. So it's possible that Hitler
the Nazis tried a lot of things. They tried to build a flying saucer, and they almost succeeded, but it didn't work properly. I saw pictures of the Nazis. They actually built a flying saucer.
Yeah.
And they tried to build a time machine, a flying saucer. They knew how to do a lot of things, but they didn't know how to do it properly.
Nazis are pretty. Yeah. They were pretty good back in the old war, like, but who knows? Did Hitler create a time machine? Who knows? Did Hitler create a flying machine? Who knows? It's like, but it's all in documentaries these days. It's like really interesting to find out things like these type of stories and history, and it's interesting to see like could that be possible one day, or could that would that be a possibility one day for the future to build better technology these days than it was back in the old days, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But man, it's always good to find out what's going to happen in the future these days, because all of us are still young-ish. Eventually our parents will pass away, just not to be rude or anything, but eventually our parents will pass away, and then we're like the next generation step into the future, which is awesome to find out what's going to be in the future. And now basically they're making cars that you don't even have to drive these days. You can just sit in the car and it will take you somewhere by itself. It will steer for you, and that's what Australia is actually making at the moment, like cars that you don't even have to drive and it will drive itself for you, which is really awesome to find out and see and everything, which is cool. Would you like a car like that, Daniel?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Just put the radio on, lay back, warm, eat in the car, and it will just drive itself for you to your convention or whatever you want to go to. But it would be a good possibility though.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. When DJ comes back, I'll end this cast.
They announced a couple days ago it's just going to be in episode 10.
Episode 10 of what?
Star Wars.
Did they?
Yeah, they said episode 10. I think it's because of the success of episode 7. There's going to be an episode 10, and probably another trilogy after that. You know, they're going to do like a lot. They're going to do Star Wars movies for like 20, 30 years.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good for Star Wars. Like, you know, I have a feeling Disney are going in the right step with Star Wars. Like, Disney's going in the right step so far with Star Wars, and it will go till the future possibly with Star Wars.
Yes.
Even in our generation, you know, Star Wars will go till like the next whole trillion generations to come. It will.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll never reboot the damn thing, because if they reboot it, there's going to be a lot of angry people out there, and I understand that. I mean, come on, if they reboot it, that means they're going to throw away the original continuity like it never happened. So,
Yeah.
What's the point of all that, you know?
Exactly.
I don't do that. I think it's immune from being rebooted because, yeah, it's like Doctor Who. Doctor Who is immune from being rebooted, and I think
Doctor Who always gets rebooted. One day Doctor Who will get rebooted again eventually, like in the next generation eventually. You gotta know that. But oh my gosh, Daniel, you know how you said you like quit halfway through season 1 of Once Upon a Time, right?
Yeah. No, actually, I finished season 1.
Oh, you finished season 1. Okay. Well, I got good news for Once Upon a Time fans. The boss of ABC, that channel that Once Upon a Time is on, the boss of ABC said Once Upon a Time has a great future ahead of itself after season 5. So more seasons to come and more spin-offs, hopefully. What do you think about that, Daniel?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time kind of reminds me of a darker Doctor Who type storylines in a way, but they can make their villains either good or bad. And I'm gonna love the second half of this season 5 when it comes back in March, because they're going to the underworld where Hades is, and basically Hook is in the underworld, and Emma Swan is gonna try and get Hook back from the underworld, which means it's gonna probably someone's probably gonna end up trading places with Hook, and it's gonna be like, who's gonna trade places with Hook to get Hook back?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, and this actor of Hades is supposed to be a darker version of Hades, which I'm like, wow, that's gonna be pretty interesting to see, like what type of more storylines Once Upon a Time can bring to more seasons when more seasons come with Once Upon a Time. So there's always different possibilities that they can do with Once Upon a Time, and I love the fact that they can make their good guys bad and their bad guys good, because at the moment, like Prince Charming and all the bad guys and good guys are basically all working together so far. And I'm loving the underworld bit when it comes back in March, because all the enemies they've defeated in season 1, season 2, season 3, like Evil Peter Pan, all their old enemies are coming back in the underworld, and bad Evil Peter Pan's coming back in the underworld, which I'm gonna love. Peter Pan coming back in the underworld. Who else is coming back? Maleficent, she's coming back, which is awesome, and some other like great enemies that they've defeated so far. Cora's coming back, Regina's mum, in the underworld, so that's going to be pretty interesting to see, and some other old classic enemies are coming back from season 1, so really good for this season. What do you think about that, Daniel?
That sounds like fun. Yeah, that sounds
Feel
cool.
free to try this if you're hungry one afternoon for lunch or something. Oh, but it requires actual oven cooking, so you might have to wait till I'm home and remind me to cook it.
Alright.
It's 375 in an oven. You can't put this in the microwave.
Yeah, you can't.
But I didn't like it. I'm hoping you...
Sorry about that.
Did you know there was supposed to be a Star Wars TV series, but then a live action
There is
series?
supposed to be a Star Wars TV series eventually.
Yeah, I know, a live action TV series, but the people in charge recently said no because they're focusing on their movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're focusing
No,
on.
but I have a feeling after episode 9, that's when they'll do the TV series. So after episode 9, I have a feeling they'll do that live action TV series. They'll be like, yeah, if fans want the live action TV series, we should give it to them, and they'll listen to the fans more
Hmm.
if it works out for a live action TV series. And Daniel, to boost up your energy, guess what?
Hmm.
Tom Welling's actually now talking with CBS Supergirl and discussing to come back as Superman in the
Yeah.
new Supergirl series.
I read about that. Like, he's going to come back as Superman, but is he going to become Smallville Superman, or is that universe's Superman? We don't know. So
Who knows? Who knows? But the actress who acted as Supergirl from Smallville is going to be in this Supergirl series, right? And she's going to be playing this character called Indigo, which I'm going to love the Smallville Supergirl, how she's going to come in there, but she's not going to act as Supergirl because we already have a new Supergirl. But it's going to be pretty cool to see Tom Welling come back, if he does, as Superman. And which Superman? Smallville Superman or new Superman, which will be awesome to see Tom Welling come back. Like, no doubt. Awesome to see Tom Welling come back as Superman. What?
yeah.
Yeah. There's always different possibilities to come, but I know that they're getting a young teenage kid to act as young Superman in the Supergirl series. So I can't wait for that episode to come out to see that. And we are on, and tomorrow Bizarro comes in Supergirl, and Supergirl fights herself. So that's going to be a pretty cool, interesting episode to see and watch, which is episode 12. And this Supergirl series has, I'm hearing, 20 more episodes to go. So going to be pretty good to see how this series ends, and if there will be a season 2, which I'm pretty sure there will be a season 2. And there's always other possibilities too. So I just want to end this cast now. I want to thank all of you guys for joining. The cast, Blue Wolf, Daniel, DJ, thank you for joining this cast today. And thank you viewers for viewing the Galaxy Show Season 2 Episode 9. Hope you guys, viewers and subscribers, enjoyed this cast, and see you guys next time for episode 10 of the Galaxy Show. Well, episode 10 of season 2 will be out. So see you guys next time, and peace out from the Galaxy Man Show and others.
Peace.
Bye.
Hey, peace.